Lights, camera, action!
Well, friends, I'm going to try this one more time.
Challenge accepted.
No.
So a couple of years back, I was going to attempt to do what I had dubbed the Gallagher Screenwriting Challenge. And what this challenge consisted of was me writing 12 screenplays in a year, or one screenplay a month. If you're wondering why I called it the Gallagher Screenwriting Challenge, it's because it's named after my buddy, Brian Gallagher, who is a screenwriter and who wrote 12 screenplays in a year. One screenplay per month. I was just in awe of this. I was just like, how do you find the time? How do you find the energy, the stamina? Like, coming up with the ideas, it's crazy to me. But, I talked to him and he gave me some pointers and he showed me his system of kind of like planning everything out, boom, boom, boom. I was like, all right, okay, I think I'm gonna try this. And the year that I was going to do this, that's when the pandemic started. And in hindsight, that's probably actually the best time to try to do it because the world had stopped for a while and, people, look, it's just like we had time. People had time. Most people were like baking bread and taking care of plants or whatever. But me, I was losing my shit. For those of y'all who have been on the channel for a while or whatever, I was just losing my shit. I hated where I lived. I mean, I hate where I live now, but then it was worse. And I was more focused on getting out of there than trying to write screenplays. So just didn't do it. I didn't do the Gallagher challenge. And, I feel bad about that. And several years have passed. I'm just like, damn, I never did it. And I've even, spoke with Brian about it, on occasion. I've just been like, man, I'm still highly impressed with what you did. And I think I want to try to do that at some point. And so I think that some point has arrived. So in 2023, I am planning on writing 12 screenplays, one screenplay per month. We'll see how it goes. Now, I will say this, even though the ideas that I have for these scripts, I am totally excited about, I'm under no illusion that all of these scripts are going to turn out fantastic. I anticipate that quite a few of them will be terrible. And that owes to a lot of things. I mean, number one, I'm just planning on hammering these scripts out. I'm going to do as much planning, outlining, and everything as possible. But I don't think that any of these scripts will be anywhere near ready after that initial 1 month draft. One thing that writers, not just screenwriters, but all writers know is that writing is really rewriting. But I feel like if I can get these ideas down on paper, then I can always go back, rewrite, revise, refine, and really turn them into something. Turn them into some things. Because another writing adage is a bad screenplay already written is better than a good screenplay that isn't written. So I'm pretty much going to follow the same plan that I had planned on following, the same plan I planned on following. So I'm going to follow the same plan that I had devised for 2020 in 2023. And essentially, it is one script a month, 3 pages per day. That way I have enough time. Life won't get in the way. Well, you know what I mean when I say life won't get. I will have the time to write 3 pages per day. I'm already going to have the ideas outlined. At least I'm gonna beat them out. I'm not writing by the seat of my pants. I'm no longer a pantser. I used to be a pantser way back in the day when I was young and stupid. But these days I feel that outlining is the way to go. And if I can at least just beat out each script using the save the cat method. Yes, I am. I know some of y'all don't like save the cat, but I love it and I swear by it. And I will beat all these scripts out using Blake Snyder's proven method. As long as I can do that, then I feel that writing these scripts will be a breeze. Do have several ideas spanning across all genres, from romantic comedy to horror to adventure and action and all that good stuff. So we shall see. I always say that. We shall see. Now, a large part of why I'm doing this is because, well, I just want the challenge. There's that. But also, I talked about my whole manager debacle and how I feel like I wasted a lot of fucking time dealing with that person. And that could have been time spent writing, working on something else. Like, I wasted an entire year working on something, thinking that that was going to be something that would serve as like my formal introduction into the industry and get me meetings and, get me assignments and all that good stuff. And it really just turned out to be a waste of fucking time. Now, while I do honestly think that the script that I was working on was strengthened, was improved in that time, that's going to happen when you work on something for a year. And, you have to know at some point when to just stop. It's as good as it's going to get, and you got to move on to the next. And so that's my goal, is I'm moving on to the next, and I'm trying to find those next couple of scripts that will actually have the potential to break me in, to get me meetings, to get me representation if I decide that I still want representation. And that is another video that I will make. I will talk about my feelings on representation. But yeah, as I said, I feel like out of 12, there may be one or two that are gold. The vast majority of them will not be, at least not initially, but I feel like at least like one or two will be something that is just like, okay, this is dope. This is a great concept. There's really something here. And I can take the time to go back and really rewrite, revise, refine, and shape into something that will be impressive. And also, like, I've been sitting on the same, like, 3-4 scripts now, and it's just like, nah, I gotta produce, I gotta pump some shit out, because once I do make it in, they're just like, all right, Jay, you got a little time, we gotta, I'll be in ship shape to do so. So yeah, friends, that's what's next. It's the Gallagher challenge. Once again, shout out to Brian Gallagher. See you soon. Next beer's on me. And, well, I don't really drink beer, but Brian is he's a beer and baseball enthusiast. So I like to be a good friend and facilitate whichever I can. It's probably going to be beer. I'm rambling. But yeah, that's what's next for me. I am going to do the Gallagher challenge, 12 scripts in 2023. Ready, baby. I'm ready.